Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is November 1st, 1968. We're at the committee office, Joan Bifus and David Yellen with Mr. William Lucy. Ball is in your court. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, or as much as we don't want to restrict you even to a little bit, where you were born.
Well, I was born in Memphis itself in 1933. Shortly after, about 1941, the latter part, moved to California, attended a portion of elementary school here in the city of Memphis, completed my schooling in California in the city of Richmond.
What schools did you go to here?
La Rose Elementary School, and attended to about the 3rd or 4th grade, as I recall. At the present time, I'm assistant to the international president of the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees.
How did you get into union?
Well, after completing my schooling in California.
Do you mind telling us how much schooling you had?
Well, through junior college, and I attended some special courses at the University of California, specializing in materials and research engineering. I was assistant materials and research engineer for one of the larger counties in California, Contra Costa County, which is directly north of San Francisco.
Oh yes, I remember. Is that Haywood?
No, Haywood is in Alameda County, but Contra Costa is the adjoining county.
Oh yes.
For some 13 years, served as assistant materials and research engineer, and actually became involved with the union in that capacity. I was a member of the local union, which represented the county employees, and participated to a degree possible, and eventually wound up as an officer of that union, just as a member of that local union, local 1675.
What was that, AF?
That's AFSCME, the same, a subordinate body of the International Union here. In 1966, I became a staff member of this union in the capacity of associate director of the Department of Legislation and Community Affairs, where our function there was to assist our subordinate bodies in legislative matters, both at the state and national level. And normally my work involved work with Congress and other state legislative bodies on collective bargaining legislation for public employees, social legislation vis-a-vis Social Security, workmen's compensation, and this type. In other.
Are you married? You have a family?
Yes, I am. I'm married. I have 3 children. The oldest being 15, the youngest being 10.
Where is your family?
We live in Silver Springs, Maryland, just outside the District of Columbia in Washington. The wife, Dorothea, who's sort of home keeping the kids right now.
Where's she from?
She's from originally born in Arkansas. We married some 16 years ago in California.
So all of this here is you're coming home again, really.
In a sense, yeah.
Is that one reason they sent you, or?
No, I don't think so. It's just that as far as this particular situation is concerned, we had some rapport from the last, and we, to a degree, understood the dynamics of Memphis.
If you understand the dynamics of Memphis, will you tell us that?
In terms of our yes. Union.
Yeah, you mean the current hospital strike, but we're going to go back, as you can recall, to the sanitation strike. And
oh wait, let me clarify another thing
before we get to it, you know.
Could you speak for just a moment generally on whether or not you think unionism will be helpful to Negroes in this country now? Do you think that...
I think that probably as far as a vehicle, it's the only one that's available to the working Negroes in terms of as far as not the professionals, so to speak, yeah. Well, maybe even including them to a large degree, but primarily the non-professional, semi-skilled, unskilled black workers. The union provides the vehicle and the only vehicle for economic change, and I say that with a full realization that in the past, trade unions have been somewhat of a detriment
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
black workers
Yeah.
in a move for, you know, better economic conditions. But at this point in time, with the degree of organization that exists, in the many areas that are unorganized, the labor movement is the only vehicle that can affect not only their economic conditions, but the conditions under which they work on a day-to-day basis.
Now, are you saying by that this is better than black unity or black power, or whatever you want to, or is it?
I'm saying in conjunction with these other things. For instance, the black unity does not necessarily have to be related to the job situation
Yes.
that the individual finds himself.
Yeah.
Uh,
The thing is, you said only, and I was under the impression that the only, I'll understand, it was more than just only.
Well, I meant primarily in the area of economics, and
Yeah,
as much as that
corollary, yeah.
there's a direct relationship in the sense of the employer and the employee, where the union can provide sort of the voice and the focus for the needs of the workers.
Yeah, right.
Because in that context, I think the black unity and black power, etc., is isolated in the area of social need for social change, which the union movement, as a part of its overall program, is also concerned with. But the primary concern of the union is the service of the membership in the area of wages, hours, and conditions of employment.